Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, or whatever time it might be at your place. It is time on Sunday evening, 7 in the evening, to get some streaming going. And here we are, Planet Zoo. And as you can see, I loaded up a brand new zoo. This is completely empty. It is in the grasslands. And I've loaded this up because I wanted to do some settings first. Because this game will just be about building a nice zoo and not about pleasing the animals and stuff, because that will really limit the possibilities that we have, because they only like certain plants and such. So to show you what I have done is mainly in the game mode, or the sandbox mode, with the animal settings. A lot of the animal welfare and stuff is still on. They will age and they will get babies and such. I've taken off the overcrowding. As you know, last time when we built the zoo, we had so many turtles. I don't want them to complain about that. They won't fight and stuff. And I took them some other things like the plant needs. So now we can just put in any plants that we want and they won't be mad about it. Which I like, because that gives us the opportunity to build a very, very nice zoo instead of one that is directed by the animals. As you can hear, I'm a little bit out of breath. That's also why I started 2 minutes late. Right when I was ready to get started, I heard some loud bunks upstairs. And I was right. Little one was doing some tricks on the bed, apparently, and fell off. But wifey was there already. All is fine. No, not even a tear. So all is good. But yeah, I just rushed upstairs and downstairs again to start the stream. So here I am. Now, this is, as you can see, the starting building that we start with. This is where the people come in. It is mostly outside of the actual area. And what I would like to do this time is not get started on building a nice entrance, but I would like to reserve a bit of space where we can actually build a nice entrance at some point. I have some ideas in my head. I have some things I have to try to make sure that it works so that we can actually start to build just a nice entrance. So for now, what I would like to do is just build a road in, so that we can get an entrance later and then start to build some of the surroundings, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how this goes, basically. Now, of course, all your input is welcome. So if you have any ideas, any stuff you would like to see, well, you name it, let me know. Because I will be really interested in any of your input, so don't hesitate to get it in. All right, as we can see, this could be a nice road. Can we do some angle snapping? Yeah, this is just straight road. All right, let's just do 2. Oh, that's gonna be quite long, actually, for the zoo. But I'm thinking it will be nice if people come in and we have the entrance building around here. And then they can go into the zoo, and that we can, while you walk towards the entrance, you will already see some animals and stuff. I think there will be some nice things to have. Like when I go to the Dutch zoo, some of them, actually, when you walk up to the entrance, you can already see animals and stuff. So imagine walking into the zoo. You come in, and then you will already see something to do with animals, and then you get to the entrance building. Might be a good idea, though, to get started a little bit on some of the outer structures, so that we have an idea of how big stuff will be. I do think this road might be a little bit overdoing it, though. I actually think it is. Oh, wow. Let's just go to parts. And then... Wow. The scrolling is quite slow. Let's just get rid of this. Right, now there we go. And let's just do some smaller pathing, but then we align it to a grid. Selecting the grid. Can I select this as the grid? No. Come on. It has to start showing the grid. Yeah, there it is. All right. Can I now make this attach or obstructed, it says. There we go. So now we get the entrance in. And I want it to be 2 ways so that we can have 2 entrance areas where people can walk into the main building. So that's the idea now. Let's see, is this good? What's it? Some of the controls are pretty slow. I don't know why if we changed them, but I might have to change them back. Hey, Cooper! Hello, Ara! So nice to see you. And of course, welcome to Calfbot, Road Dog, and Argudo. I totally forgot about that and all the haste that I had to just get here and get started. How are you all doing today? I hope everybody is fine. Ooh, a little thing in my throat. Alright, that should be better. Alright, I think we should, let's go to the terrain, and let's go to the painting tool and do some short grass. Short grass, so that we get rid of all the grass in the actual pavement. And I think we should not hesitate to give this some serious space. So making sure that when we get in, there might be plenty of room to do stuff. So if we continue with the pathing, yeah, white width should just be 4. Length could be 3. That's good. So this can be where they actually come into the zoo, where the actual building will be. A glass menagerie with birds in. Ooh, but I don't think we have birds. Or we can't get into animal trading. We have to get the appropriate building soon. I don't know if we can do that. Well, there will be some walking birds, the non-flying birds. But I don't know if we can actually get some other birds already. Alright, let's see. There is some nice wooden stuff in here that I actually like. Okay, so that's okay. I think this is the right size. Yes. Question is, will this align properly? So this will then kind of be the layout of where the entrance will be. This is not going to be the actual entrance, of course. We're going to change that up. But this is just to outline the area where I kind of want to build an entrance to this whole thing. 6, so that we can have some shops in there and stuff. And then from here on out, we can start to basically plan the rest of the zoo and get our first animals already in. Now I want people to come in here. Then we'll have some ticket booths. The road should be around it a bit. But I think we should go somewhat straight in and out. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So now we can continue the road down here. For now, I'm just going to make it a straight road so that we get through this. And then out here, the back, is where... Basically, this is... You get through the entrance building, and here you enter the zoo. Then the idea is that when you come up walking here, that you already will see some animals here. So we have to also make sure that the road leads this way somehow. Oh boy, I don't know why the movement is so slow. Camera. Sensitivity. Oh, that's all pretty okay. Focus on scenery. Edge scrolling speed. How is the edge scrolling? Is that the right speed? It doesn't do any edge scrolling. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Edge scrolling. Yes, I want edge scrolling. Oh, probably have to hit apply instead of just clicking away. Edge scrolling. Apply. Ah, see, there we go. That's better. Now the movement goes a little bit faster. And of course I need to keep my eyes on chat. Hey Gamer Mama, nice to see you. How are you doing today? Nicer temperatures here with the warmth this week still inside. Yeah, that's true, Ara. Well, hope it cools off a bit. Are there any more hot temperatures planned? Yeah, the temperature's good. With an open back, you get rid of the heat quickly, I guess. So, hey, Volodymyr, nice to see you. How are you today? Add some mirrors into that building and sell tickets to Fool's exhibit for outrageous prices. Yeah, that might be. Well, this is not going to be the actual entrance building. This is just for mapping it out because I want to get started. Well, maybe we should just get started on something of an entrance building. Yeah, I think we should just get started on an entrance building. You know what? We have mapped the roads now, so we know where the road should lead. Let's just get rid of some of this. We'll leave the two arches and this one in the middle to give us some direction. And then this is where people should come in. Let's just see what we can do. Now, my idea was to make something of a round structure in here, where people will walk by and then they can buy their tickets there. Let's start. This is wood. And then get the dark wood that we started with. I do like this kind of coloring. So that's, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Now, as you know, we can get desks where the guests can buy their tickets and stuff. But they're not available in the round structures, which I think is sad, because I would really like to be able to use them in the round structures, actually. But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We'll just go a bit like this. And then we'll add these to the side here. This is where they can buy their tickets. And then they can continue, and then in the end they will go out here. And then we have to make the road kind of around this. At least that's the idea. Of course, ideas don't always go as you plan them, but we'll see. Hey, Kat, good to see you. How are you today? Sorry I missed your stream on Monday. Something came up and I couldn't be there. Hope you had a lot of fun. Hey, Body Shot, nice to see you. Good morning to you, and of course the best of luck, knowing that it is already a Monday for you. So yeah, that's sad. Yeah, let's see if we can... This is a bit too long for my taste. With control, you can disable the snapping. Right, I have to move it slightly further. Then it should be almost straight. Slightly back. I have to find the right spot. Yeah, there it is. Right, and then we can kind of take the road a little bit and go like this. I think this is good. I think this is good. And then we can do kind of do the same out here. All right. So, come on. Isn't this working as I tell it to? Yeah, there we go. Can get rid of this now, at least for now. So you come in, you can walk past here, you can buy your tickets, and then you can get into the zoo. That's the idea, at least. And then on this side, we have to do the same with the roads. Probably already get rid of this, because that won't be there then. Let's do the same thing on this side now. Let's check the weather. Yeah, I have a bit of trouble with the shade, and now that the shade is gone, we can make this a bit easier. Yeah. It needs to go a little bit further out. Yeah, this should be okay. Okay. Okay, so that's done. Now I do think... Should we put a road here too? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Alright, so the roads are there. We can now put something in here if we want to. So let's go back to construction. I don't even know what this is called. We can put that in probably. With a name so that it just quickly goes to this. Wooden plank wall curve. This is just wooden plank. Okay. Wooden plank. That will limit it. That's good. Alright, I try to keep up with chat, of course, but when I'm so focused on the building, I forget that. Just made a fresh one. That's very good, Potty Shot. How are you and Trouble doing today? Hope all is well. And yeah, how are you? Are you all well again? Alright, and of course, if you have any ideas or things for the actual game, just let me know. I'll see what I can do with that. I think we need to do something right here. Would be cool if we could put these in the middle and then have more ticket stands or something. I don't know. Or maybe make this the information booth. And then something of a rental stuff right there. I don't know. Let's click this and then enter the group edit mode so that we can keep putting stuff into it. Now, as you can see, this is with the X or whatever. It's attached to the actual buildings. These are not. So the places that the stuff that we're going to put in now won't properly attach to the building, which is always a little bit hard. So I don't know. These will actually attach here. How should we put this in? Could try and do this in the middle, of course, but that probably won't work. Underground nightlife. Ooh. And by nightlife, do you mean animals that actually live underground and stuff, or can you specify what precisely you mean with it? Alright, will this be on the grid? Let's try if this is actually on the grid. So, oh, that rotates already. That's not good. Right, so we have to get out of editing the group. We now just have to put this one in here. Okay, we have to make this a perfect fit, of course. That's why this is slow build and not fast build. We have to make sure that everything goes okay. Alright, that should be it. Yes. Then we put this one in. That should at least close things off at some point. Or is it not a fit? Oh. Apparently, it doesn't completely fit, but I don't know. Editing group 6, no. Oh, this is part of group 6. Alright, let's get that one out. Let's just place a new one that is not attached to group 6. Let's go with this one. No, this one. Copy it and then put it in here. Yep. Alright, I think we should be okay if I do this. Then we select all three of them. And we should be able to... Come on. X. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's already exit. That's better. Let's do some advanced movement. So that it will perfectly fit in. Does it fit now? Kinda does. Yes, alright. Then let's copy it and do it again. And then we'll place this one on this side. The only thing is we need an entrance for this. And we don't have an entrance now. Hey, Donny Danger, good to see you. How is our holiday guy doing? Welcome back home to us normal folks. You seem to have had a nice holiday. So cool scenery and location and stuff. So hope you had a great time. Tell us all about it. Alright. Let's do it like this so that we can actually have an entrance here for people to get in. So that the workers can get in. Might be good. That is why we're going to need some pathing here then, of course. Okay. Now it should be that if we do this, and then I click it away... See, now it ends up round. Now we have a round road there. That's exactly how I want it to look. And the same is here now. So the road is all around now. So if we put a door and stuff in there, they can actually get in. And we now have something of an entrance building where we can put up some stuff. Back with my cuppa and biscuits. Nice, you enjoyed that. I guess it doesn't affect any highly paid YouTuber then. Yeah, well, you know, Tony's been doing good on his 200k yacht for a day or a week, whatever was it. Alright, time to put in some facilities then. Guest facilities. So we need to put in a ticket counter. Zoo entrance. Yeah, that's not what we need. Finances. Yeah, that's also not what I need. Drink stalls, food stalls, information. Of course, we don't really have a ticket sales point. We do have information points, though. So all that we can do is put this in here. In such a position that when people come up, they can actually get in here and start asking about stuff. I'm going to keep it a little bit back because I want to put in some framework as well. But I think what we are going to need, of course, is some of this. Now, I don't want to edit it in the group because that will limit the options for us on how to put it in. Yeah, let's put on the X. Now, we could easily put it in there. Oh, that's probably because there's no road there yet. Ah, that might be part of why. Oh, then we might have to delete the road first and we add the road again later. Let's just remove this part of the road. And out here too. Alright. So we can place these first. Copy, and let's place a few extra without adding them to a certain group. Oh, now we don't get the employee with it. I do want the employee with it. There we go. Kerk, elf, vleermuis, dassteen, morter, ring, spinkel, spanner, veelvraat, gekko, padden. Ah, okay. And you want me to actually really put them underground, Ara, or you just want me to create a building where it is kind of dark and those animals would feel right at home in? Is that what you want then? I mean, it's an interesting idea, and I am interested in all of your ideas, just as the pinned message says. If you have any ideas on what we could do with the zoo, please let me know. It should be great fun if we can incorporate a lot of ideas. So that will for sure be the goal. Alright, let's see. I have to kind of now see how we can attach all of this and make this work. Okay. Let's go like that and then remove this bit. Right, this works. So now they can go all the way around there. That's the good news. Now we have to kind of make this attach. I don't want it to go all the way in there, so that's not what I want. Might go like this first. Then go this way. Yeah, that smooths it out. So this pathing should be okay now. Now we have to go this way. The glass menagerie. Yeah, I think we can do something with... we did the reptile house in the last zoo, and I think we can do something similar like that. And then I guess you want some bird-like animals in there, Kev? At least that's what I got from you, so we'll see, we'll try. Should be able to make something like that happen. Alright, so these are now accessible, so they can actually go there, the guests, and start to talk to them. Here we have one too, so we have to find a way to incorporate the pathing here too. Yeah, we can probably just go like that, and then kinda do the same. Oh boy, that's not going well. Can't fit that in there. Well, sometimes you really have to try to make stuff work. But I think it kind of works this way. Alright, this should be okay. This should be okay. Just a little bit of pathing here. And then you get rid of it again. No. That's too much I got rid of. Why? That's not supposed to happen. So there we are. I just added this bit, and then when I take that bit out... That doesn't seem to go well, so we're not going to do that. Okay. We have the entrance. We have a road. Not too happy with the road, but it is what it is for now. So then we have to get some flooring in. I think we could go with a little bit of a light floor. Add a little contrast with the actual building. If we align it to the grid, though, I don't know if that's actually... I think we should have to put this in completely, then disassemble it from the grid, and then we can lower it so that it will really look like a floor. So yeah, I'm just going to try this, see how this works and looks. This is all the flooring. We can see that the colors will add up. Sometimes you have to rotate it for the colors to actually add up, but they should be adding up. Yes. No. No. Not really. Oh well. Should be okay. No. Okay, there we are. Now let's select the whole floor. And then split the selection from the group. And now we can get into the advanced mode. Meaning that we can now lower it to such a level that it will be just visible. And now it actually is a floor, so they are standing on it. And this just adds flooring to this little building. So there we go. And you see, now they're actually walking on this instead of the grass. So that's nice. Good to see you doing Manor Lords. Thank you. Big rework coming for that. Yeah, but what I got from the dev's message is that it's going to take a while. So we'll see how that goes and when it comes. As for now, yeah, well, I just started a new series and I'm busy recording episodes for that, and it's okay. It's okay. So far it works, so it's nice. We'll just see how it goes. Now, this seems a little bit, I don't know, it's not exactly how you want it to look. We could just put in a few walls where we can put up more stuff so that it just looks more like an actual building, I think. Maybe we can... Oh, these are too big. This is so big. Sometimes I just want also some smaller props. Like, I want this, but then half the size so that we can make a small circle in here. Not just this big one. I guess what we could do is place walls. I think like this. And then go like this, and like this, and like this. Because this gives a bit of background. So now when people come in, they will actually look at this. This gives it some background that we can decorate and where we can put up stuff. So that's one of the things that can help you change a bit how your zoo looks. Like right now, they have a wall there where we can put up posters and such. The thing, though, is that you have to do that right now, because if you do it later... Oh, why is this one higher than the others? Oh, this one is probably on top of the floor and the rest isn't. Something like that. Split from the group so that we can lower this. Might be better to do that right now. Okay, slightly more up. Slightly down. Yes, okay, that's good. Now let's go to special effects, centerpieces, props. Flags. I don't know. Are there any cool flags? Stuff that we can put on? Oh, we'll see. Hey, the Dread Baron. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Okay. These are just flags, archways, general props, decals. Event. Alright, well, that's not what we're going to put in. Ooh, some souvenir props. That is cool. We're going to put in some souvenir shop stuff. They won't be actually selling it because they can't. But it will be nice to put something in. So we'll see. Can we get some nice posters or something? Or ooh, wow, that's a bit big. Welcome sign. Welcome to the zoo. Yeah, that's cool. Fences, all theme props. This might be what we're looking for. I don't know why it would put these in such weird shape, but I know there's posters out here. European shields. Ooh, this is also a large disc. But this is like the information stand, so we should probably try and get some... Can we just type posters? No. Okay. Lights. Signs. Oh, that's where it probably could be in. Yep. Alright. This looks okay. Oh, the East Asia stuff. Now, that would be cool stuff to keep for an actual... East Asian area. I think since this is the entrance to the zoo, like putting up some animals and such so that you can actually look at some cool pictures when you enter the zoo, I think that would be quite nice. So, I mean, this looks pretty cool. Putting an animal back there. Alright, that's one. Let's go out here, see what else we can get. This is actually 2 walls, so we could do maybe 2 different animals that have some relation or something? I don't know. Okay, I think we should put up a few. we do multiple tiger ones? No, I think that's not so nice. Why would that be all rotated? That's weird. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, good here. Okay, okay. Good to hear the Dread Bear. Ah, I'll be off. Food has arrived. Okay, Game Mama, you have a nice meal. Hope you really enjoy. Have a good one. I want some other stuff up here as well. That will kind of indicate that this is the shop. Well, it doesn't really have to... Oh, yeah. This is even better. Let's get rid of this one. Put in something like this. I mean, these are cool pictures. That one not so much, but the other two are cool. At least they give off zoo vibes and animal vibes. Like when you enter the zoo, you get to see some nice animals already, knowing what animals we will have in the zoo. So I think that's pretty neat. Those are nice pictures. Not so sure about that one though. Oh, this one is cool. Alright, so that's for starters. At least some animals. Then we have information signs that we can put up. Oh, that one's pretty big. Oh, these are very... Oh, this one's better, yeah. So this could go up here so that people know that this is an information stand. But what if I type information? See, we also get one with wood, and I think that will be more suiting for what we have going on as a theme out here. I just don't understand why the game will rotate these all the time. I mean, how hard can it be to just keep it straight, you know? Might do it this way. Okay, is it in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay. There we go. One out here. And then I kind of want to go for a roof soon that will hang over a bit. Also with some round curves and stuff. Okay, so these are the information posts where people get in and get their information from. Now we're still not done with the inside, of course, because we still have to put up some souvenir shop things. Merchandise. Yeah, here are the actual pieces you can put up for that. Now, we are not going to put stuff in here so that they can actually buy this. Add to the group. No, I don't want to add it to the group, actually. That's okay. We'll see. If I can freely move it, I'm good with it. Oh, we should probably just make some tables of our own. That could be good. Because these are just the green colors of the game here, and I don't like that. Construction. Go to that, and then structural props. We go with wood planks, of course, because that's the theme that we have been using. Oh, there's not a lot of props for that. Columns. Yeah, there we are. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking we should make something of a low bench here and put some merchandise and stuff on it. Probably have to go out here and build it, and then we can put it in. What if we just go to the wall pieces and find the small... We have the wood plank selected anyway, so let's go like this. This is a thick plank. Would that be... I'm not sure if that would be the right size, but we'll see. This one is 2 meters. That's not so long. Can you place picnic tables around the zoo? We should have tables, yes. I think they are on the facilities, though, and then... benches. So yeah, we have all types of benches that you can put in spots next to roads and stuff. People actually sit on them. We can also make our own. So we have some more See, we have the classical picnic bench that you can put down and such. If you really want them to have a good look, you can build your own restaurant and put it on them. And then that will be cool. Probably put some of that in the entrance area too. Yeah, we can make our own stuff. We can also make our own stuff or use a bench, a simple bench, and then make our own. Like if we place this and we put some of the wooden structures over it, they will still sit on it, so that can be cool. But for now, we're going to focus on wood planks. We're going to focus on making... Ooh, I hear a sound there. What's happening? Thank you for subscribing, Kyla Jones. That is much appreciated. Architecture. Let's see if we can first now create something that we can put in for some... Oh, this is only 1 meter high, so this could be used for that. Because these are all too high, basically. Yeah. Now, of course, for color purposes, we could go with a different color for the benches, actually. So that they stand off a bit when they're in the building. I do want some wood, so let's just keep it on wood and see what we can find. Something like this could do, although I don't like the colors up there. 4 meters, 2 meters. Well, you enjoy your food, Ada. Maybe we'll see you soon again. Of course, we hope that. But enjoy your Chinese food. Good meal. Kind of don't like the carvings on these poles, so I want to get some different ones. Bamboo might be something for in a store if we built like an Asia-themed area. Ooh, what we do have here, though, is doors. Oh, but we're going to get to that later. We still need a door for the back of this building. Conservation block. Oh, that is a nice piece of wood, actually. I think this is pretty cool. Oh, that's too... I thought it would be smaller. So yeah, that's not really something to put some stock on. But I think this beam is pretty good. And if we lower it to something like this, that'll be perfect. Now, as you can see, it all of a sudden, it keeps changing rotations all the time, which is weird. Kind of never did that before. I want to keep it there, and then I want to copy it and use the advanced movement. That's it. All right, there we go. And now we have to find a plank to go on top of it. Can also be one of the beams, though, and that we just rotate downwards. Could also be this. I think this looks pretty nice. Let's just first rotate it so that it is in the right angle. Something like this. And then raise it up like this. Now, it kind of looks like a bench, but we can use it as a table. So yeah, that's it. Then we select all 3 pieces. We copy it. And now you can see it will be raised, but that's okay. We can just lower it. And then, oh, maybe we can do a double table here. So just lower it. Yes. Put another one right next to it. Oh, look at that. That'll be a perfect fit. Okay, there we go. And now, if we go to our facilities and we go to guest facilities, merchandise. Oh, it's not in here. Where was the merchandise stuff? Props. Souvenir props. There we go. Now we can put on some props. So like there's shirts we can put on here. So that it looks like we're selling these shirts or these little puppets and stuff. So we can basically turn this into our own little shop idea. As we are selling this. Might have to... well, not might have to. I have to rotate some stuff, as you can see. Oh, well. See, reset to the world axis. That's good. Now we raise it. And now we have a puzzle up there. And if we now go like No. Rotate back. Wow, which is the one that... Oh yeah, see, it's the green one. We need to use the green one. There we go. So this is good. What we can now do is just make a little stack of them. And there we have 3 puzzles that we could sell, something like that. So there's a lot of stuff we can put in. There is some bigger animals that you can get in. Okay, let's do advanced move. Let's set it into the world rotation. Get it up. This one is showing us behind. Need to slightly rotate it so that it feels a little bit more natural. There we go. So now when you come up here, you can see some puzzles. You can see a few animals. We just have to continue filling this up, of course. But now you get an idea of all the possibilities that you basically have with this game. There is so much you can do. And this isn't even the real souvenir shop. I mean, if we get to a real souvenir shop, we'll be putting in a ton more stuff. Shouldn't all be placed perfect, of course, so... Yes. Now do the darker ones. You really want to put in some different colored stuff, of course. Lion statue. I'm not so sure about this lion statue. I'm also not 100% sure about this idea. I mean, it's nice that you have some items here that you could buy, but does it really add to this information stand or not? I'm not so sure. We'll have to figure that out. I need to think on it. Let me know your opinion. Do you like to have me put some more stuff like this in, or should we keep this more for information? I'm not 100% sure yet. What I do know is that we have posters here that are for sale in the shop, but I think we can put some up just on this building, actually. I mean, this is the information building. Having some nice posters here that actually show you what's going to be in the zoo and what you can see out here might actually be pretty cool. I think I kind of like this. Some action pictures, which we, of course, presume are from the zoo. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Information with Rex outside with flyers on. Good idea. Good idea. All right, let me just work on these two with more posters so that we get that ready. And then we will work on that. X, because this one is sticking out. That's not really how I want it to look, of course. Let's rotate it. I think what we have to do is select all 3 of these. Make them loose. Then they all have to come to the front a little bit, as we can see by the rest of the walls, because we can see a bit of the floor there. Yes. So come forward. And then this single one has to slightly move backwards a little bit. The only thing is now the poster is in the wall, so I'm going to place this like that so that we can actually get the poster back. Move it to the front, yes. Leave it there. Now we work on this one. Put this one back so that it's straight lined up with the rest. It's all precision work, but it pays off. If you... the whole reason I named the slow build actually in the title is because if you take the time with your zoo to actually put stuff up and make it look nice. I mean, we're almost an hour into the build, but I think it's really worth it if you put in the effort in this game. So make sure you put up posters like this so that it looks like this comes straight from your zoo. Guests will come in, they will take a look at it, it looks nice. Move this one slightly back too for the poster to fully appear. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We'll leave it at this and we'll just move the poster forward slightly. So just make it go back as far as we can. There we are, perfect. Okay. So imagine yourself walking up, you see the posters of stuff in the zoo, you see the animals, you see the lady here. Yeah. Slowly but steadily we get somewhere. We have put up a few posters already that we used. Oh, we didn't use the panda one yet, so let's put up the panda one. Of course, if you have a prop on you, like I have right now, if you press X, you get into this mode. And if you keep pressing X, you switch between just moving them on 3 axes or rotating them on 3 axes. And that will get you into hopefully putting up some nice posters like we are right now. Well, we'll have to do one double because we only have 5. I do like the tiger one a lot though, so we'll put that one in. And of course, if you have questions, suggestions, anything, just let me know. I'll try to answer stuff and things like that. There we go. Right, information Rex was something that we heard. Could do that. Also, science. Is it in science? I don't know the exact name actually in English, but there are these little poles that you can put up that create cues. Maybe they're called something like that. No, at least not in here, I think. So you have those those cue stands or whatever they're called, which are pretty cool. Might be in facilities, actually. What if I type it in here? Can I then... View? No. I don't know what it's called, but they're pretty nice because you can put them up so that you kind of guide the guests, of course. It doesn't really work if you put them on the path because everywhere where there is a path, guests can just walk, and they will. Bins, benches, and security. Well, it sounds like something that would be for security reasons. Yep, there they are. Nice. Guest barriers. That's the name I was looking for. All right. So, you know, we can go a little bit with like these so that we kind of set off the area so that people can simply... let's copy and do the advanced movement so that they're in the exact same spot. So now, this will indicate where you have to stand if you really want to talk to this person. Yeah, that's cool. Only thing is you have to get back in and out, of course, but it is something. What we could probably do, now that these are spaced out perfectly, just go like this, copy them, place them right here too. And then, besides these, we can put up the information signs that Kevin suggested. I think they'll be nice. Okay, so these are in. Facilities. Let's type information. Let's go in here. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Is there something in here with information? I don't know. We can put signs on the ground. There is these signs, of course. I don't know if we have like folder stands or something. Doesn't really appear to be. No. Okay. Interesting. So we'll have to figure out a way. Well, probably if we go to the guest facilities, we can probably put up something like this outside here with some folders. Oh, no, 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 no. I hit the wrong button there. I don't like the coloring though, but we can work on that. Let's see. If we place one, we should be able to edit the colors, and we should also be picking what we can put on there. Masks, mugs, plushies, rhino hats, spider hats, wild dog hats. So we can put caps on it, puzzles, plushies, mugs, moose caps. Oh, there's a lot of stuff we can actually put on. So we can put on animal hats. I don't really like them though. They're not so cool. The caps. Alright, Donnie, you have a nice dinner. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. We'll see you soon. Some masks. Mugs. Mugs. Oh, that looks better. That looks better. Alright. Question, do we want this outside or maybe inside? I think inside will actually look better. If we can place them somewhat in view. I don't know. Can we just do X? Yes. So if we place it somewhat like this, if you come from the outside, you'll actually see the mugs like that. I think this is okay. I think this is nice. So we could place them right here. And now we have to adjust the coloring though. I don't know. Apply. And then maybe some Patmos green. Apply. And then this should also be a little bit different colored. Should all go together a bit, the coloring. I think this is okay. Okay. So is this kind of what you had in... I mean, I don't have anything to put outside at the moment, Kev, so we might have to build something later. But I think this can be... This looks better than what we have out here with the bench. What are your opinions? Do you like the bench better or some of this? Because we can just copy this one. And then rotate it. Move it over here. So you kind of get the same idea. You could even put some different stuff on it, even though it has the same coloring. Oh, yeah. And now they actually have some stuff in here. I kind of like this. This is pretty cool. And if we're lucky, we can just copy it. Put it somewhere here. Although this is going to be hard because here we have the 3 animals. But this one should be okay to put it in. Huh? Right, I think we're going to ditch the benches. I mean, they're okay, but they're not exactly what I had in mind. And they're not working out as intended. So, you know, let's just get rid of it. Sometimes you have an idea in your head and you're like, oh, let's try it, and then it doesn't work. That's completely fine, because you can always change stuff up. And at least now we get some stuff to sell here. It looks pretty nice. So that's already good. Looks okay. Are you going to put collection box information about the animals in the enclosures? I will put them next to them, yes. Have to figure out completely how we're going to do that, of course. It's not always that easy to find the right place. But I try to build habitats now that I don't know really about the donation boxes, because I'm not so happy with those. They're just I don't really like those. But I do like the Alright, let's put this one in here first. Let's just do world movement. That's easier sometimes. And now this in position. But yeah, I do want to put more emphasis this round in all the information and the no, that's not how I wanted it. Making sure that all the information about species and stuff is spread around through the zoo. So that's something that I really want to do, yes. Right, let's change what's on there. Maybe some puzzles. Yes, that looks nice. We already have a lot of mugs, so no leopard caps. Oh, there. I'm not a big fan of all the caps and hats though, so that is something. This is nice. Dinner is served. Be back soon. You enjoy your dinner. Well, looks like it's dinner time for everybody. Nice. You all enjoy your dinner. I'm missing a bit out on chat. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep up. Of course, if you have suggestions or questions, just put add Patmos4 in the name so that I can quickly see it. Would be nice if we could have this little stand and put it on out here as well. But I don't think that is a separate thing that we can put out. See, we have information, signs and stuff. We could put up a little information screen out here and probably put some information on it. We can try. No. You know, add to the group, yes. Let's rotate. I want to see what we can put on this. I mean, if we can put some nice stuff on it, some nice information, then this could be useful. Let's see what we can do there. Advertisement. Ooh. Image. Oh. You can actually put information about it. Videos. Planet Zoo, welcome. High resolution. Low resolution. Okay, will this now show a video or doesn't that work properly? Kinda looks like it won't work properly, but it would be fun if it would. Wow, there's so much stuff we can put on. A square, brand chief beef. Oh, there's actually some names and stuff you can put on. Amphibian crisis. Might not play a video when you have the game paused. That's true. That's true. Video. Planet Zoo. Welcome in high resolution. Okay, so let's unpause for a second. See what happens. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Cool. Okay, that's a keeper. Let's pause. Let's put these up everywhere. Do we... Planet Zoo, welcome. Well, I think the only thing really interesting is Planet Zoo logo. Yeah, I'll probably have to put up my own logo then. Okay. Oh, they actually show exactly the same thing. Nice. I like this. These are cool. Quite happy I found these. Let's go up. It is though that they're not really fitting out there. These are pretty nice. We unpause. Yep, they will also continue. Here we go. Let's place them out here then. I think I have to slightly rotate them. Oh, no, that's wrong. I want to rotate this one so that they will fit a little bit more into the wall, as you can see. Now, okay, it's slightly over here. Yeah, this is slightly better, so that it really will fit into the whole wall. This is good. Nice. These are actually pretty cool. So we now get some interactive videos out here, if we get these to play. Okay. Maybe if you have too many, they will stop playing or something. I don't know. We have on pause now. Better. Oh, another thing I want to do actually is close the zoo now so that we don't get guests in. We do get guests in now, they'll be disappointed and stuff. I kind of don't want that. Plus they'll be in my way all the time. And right now we're just building the entrance, so there should not be any guests in the way. Okay, well this works out. Cut my own throat. Wow. Okay. Alright, well, I think we've made a start with the entrance to the zoo area. Now we can start to put some roofing on and stuff like that. Now I think this should be under a complete roof, so we have to... oops, let's select this first, get rid of that. So we'll have to put in some poles at some point. Let's go with a roof. And then I kind of want to go on with a flat roof out here, but then have it go upwards from at some point. I don't know if I can explain that correctly, but let's go with the wooden. No, I don't want a kind of metal looking roof that we can make, I don't know, black or something that looks cool. Then we're going to start off with a flat roof, of course. Sometimes this is so small to actually really see what we have out here. A metal plank roof. Okay. Can we actually change the color of this? Doesn't appear to. Nope. Okay. Zoo has been closed for a long time. I know, that's the whole idea right now. Ah, this one we can actually change. I want to have it, give it like a black look. Oh, but that doesn't look too sharp. It looks a bit under the weather. We do that one? No, that's flooring. We really need roofs. Oh, here we have. Nice. What if we make this black? Yeah, that should probably do the trick. I think we have to rotate it. Now we should attach it to this structure then. Yes. Okay. Why is it all of a sudden going all the way down as I'm just... I placed the first one and now so sometimes this game does weird stuff, you know. Mostly not, but sometimes it does. Like, why would it go all the way down now? I don't understand it. Oh dear. Okay. That's better. So we'll keep it straight out here. And now I want to exit moving it on this. let's go. I have to make sure it perfectly fits, and it kind of does already. There we go, yes. Now these three should be attached to each other. Yes, let's split them off. And then let's... Oh, I can only rotate them that way. I wanted to rotate them upwards, but apparently we can't. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not what I want then. I mean, this is a roof, but this is not the roof that I want then. Might have to just do this completely on my own then. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Now, there are wall pieces that are actually going slightly up, like this one. If you place this on a wall... Give me a hard time right now, but if you actually place this on top of a wall like this, you can make the wall go, or the thing go up, but... We don't have that in a round fashion. So that's going to make it hard to do what I have in mind. I still have an idea. Let's go to roofs. Now, if it has this icon on it, it will be... stuck to the grid. So we might have to go to floors, actually, that are not stuck to the grid. And then build ourselves a custom roof. That could be it. You know what? Let's go to a wall, and we'll just make the wall go down. So we'll make a flat-laying wall that will not be attached to the grid. But we'll have to probably build it out of these parts, because these are not... aligned to the grid. Can we make that work? That's the big question. Okay, I'm going to try something. Let's align this properly with the rest of the world. Then we're going to do some angle snapping so that we know it will be perfectly flat. So now it's perfectly flat. I don't know why it will be random rotation. Ah, that might be part of the problem. So let's continue now. Let's add this to it. And then we'll make one piece like this that will just be flat. And then from here on out, we'll slowly go upward. So we'll have to do a little bit of a rotation in it. Let's set the rotation to 15%. So a step of 15%. There we go. That's not the right movement. This is. There we are. Oh boy. Thank you all, of course, for being here. It is very much appreciated. I know there's some slow building. This is some slow stuff going on, so... I hope you all enjoy this. I know I am enjoying this, actually, because this is a lot of fun to try and build a cool zoo. I think 15% might be a bit too much, though. But we'll have to figure it out. So there we go. Let's continue. Oh, wait. We can just go like this. Let's select these two. Oh, no. That doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, this works. Okay. Oh, that should work with both of these too, by the way. And then it doesn't. That's weird. Okay. Let's go up. We have to find a way to fill in the gaps soon, though. But I think we can do that. Because then we get an upward going roof. And I think that'll be awesome looking. If we can really make this work. Yes, okay. Can I now select this all and still turn it black? Yes. Okay, so let's now move this structure. So you get the idea what I kind of want. So let's put this in the middle here. Go up. That, and then we'll go to the front. I think we should get a bit of an overhang as well. So we should probably put this in the middle too then. And then, like when you come in, you get a raised roof here. I have to make it one longer, I think, and then put down beams to support it. And I think this can be pretty nice. Let's see if we can quickly get this as the whole idea. I kind of wish we could do this more smoothly, but I don't know how at the moment, so. X to 45 degrees rotation so that we can just move it completely around. That's it. There we go. This looks good. And now up here. Okay, so now you come up walking here. You have a big roof here with some overhang so you can stand dry if you are at the gates. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what if we do this the other way around now? Oh, this is going to be a tough fit, though. And then we put poles down so that you get like, I don't know. No, this is not what I was aiming for. Alright. Let's just make this slightly longer because that is part of the plan. Kind of wanted some round curves in it, but that's appears to be asking a little bit too much of the things I know about this game. Of course, if you have tips for controlling it and stuff, please feel free to share. There we go. So yeah, that's how it should look now. Now we have to find a way to basically close this off. I have some ideas about that. Like these are one wall pieces, of course, so we might have to figure out what we're going to use for it, but I think that should be possible. I don't know. I think, actually, what might work is if we place this a little bit further out like this, and then get one extra flat roof in here. I actually think that might make it look nicer because more of the building will be covered. Let's just move it out completely first. We'll remove the last row because that'll be too much of it. And what we do is we copy this and just make this one or two longer so that the actual building is covered. And you don't see any inside anymore. Yes. And now we'll move this back. I think this kind of works better. I think it works better. Let's select most of this. Split it from the group, yes. Let's move it. One, two, three, four. Let's copy it. Let's do 2 extra rows. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the type of roof we are using at the moment. So we might still change this out later, but at least we have an entrance going, which is already worth something, I guess. In terms of us getting started with a real zoo. I wasn't actually not expecting us to do an entrance, so... I bought a cat today. Whatever for. Wife is afraid of mice. Since when you have mice? Since yesterday I brought them myself. What for? I always wanted a cat. Oh, we made a tiny boo-boo there with the floor. Ah, that probably happened when we selected all of the roofing. So, guess we'll have to quickly redo this little part. No. Exit. Just click there. Yeah, just have to move this part, do this again. Why not select 2 bits? That will be faster. This we should copy and then place. There we go. Ooh, this is almost a fit already. Almost placed this correctly. Slightly further. Yes. Alright. I think we have a roof for now. We can always make it go different later. So people can come in. Yeah, I think we'll change the roof later. But at least for now we have a roof. So that is something. Should get ourselves a door. Pretty big one, I guess. We'll entering this part of the... area. Now, of course, doors are optional. They won't use them. They won't actually do something with them. It's just to make things look fun. Let's do the 45 degrees so that we only need to do 2 times and it will be straight up. There it is. Kind of looks like this one is upside down though, but I don't know. Oh, don't see much difference. So, this one is slightly too big for the entrance, but if we put it in a bit like this, then I think it should be good. Yeah, it seems to be a little too big. Oh, this is a nice entrance, I guess. Can make the downside go into the floor. Okay, here we have a door, which seems to be an appropriate door for this. I mean, everything in the zoo has to look cool, so... Do we have a sign that says personnel only or something? Facilities. Staff, probably. Let's type in here staff. Coffee staff facility sign. Ah, yeah, okay. So we don't have a staff only sign by the looks of it. You can type only, but yeah, that's also not working. Okay. Would be nice if we could get like a staff sign or something, but I don't know. I might have to browse some mods for that or whatever. So this is called the Indian door. Would be nice if we also would have an Indian window to put in then. Not an actual window, just a fake window that will fit with that door. See, these are the Indian doors. Indian window. But it's a different kind of wood, so I don't know. Up, then rotate it so that it faces us. Would this be nice to put next to it as a sort of fake window, but gives you the idea that there's actually... I think this will actually fit the whole theme that we have going on here. So placing these out here would actually think I add something. Like when you walk here, it is a staff entrance, but it still looks nice. Okay, okay. And of course, if you have any ideas, comments, whatever, let me know. Please send them to me. We can try and make use of those. And of course, thank you all for being here. It is much, much, much appreciated. And if you have not done so, but you do enjoy this stream, please hit the like button. It does really help me out. And to show my appreciation, there you go. Yeah, I'm not happy with the roof. We're going to change that on, but at least we have a start now. With our little zoo, you can get in, you can go buy tickets. Basically, these are information stands, but they're supposed to be your buy ticket stands. We have to do a lot of decoration around this, of course, but we'll get to that at any time. I think we have to start planning a little bit for where to go with the first animals and such then. We have to fill this middle area. That's also a thing to do, so... yeah, plenty of stuff to do. I am, however, really unhappy with the route. At least I'm going to put these, I don't know, little sideburns or whatever I should call them on the roof. I'm going to take those off. They're in the way. I don't like it. And I'll start thinking during the week about a different roof. Which should be good. For now, we'll leave it at this. So, congratulations, Steve-O, Stuart Edwards, Jason Mangan, Joanna Farr, and Lydira. Hope you enjoy your gifted membership. So, you enter the zoo, you get in here, and then your zoo adventure continues out here. I think... might actually be nice if we make a difference here now then. So basically you come in via 2 roads, and then maybe out here should already be a road going this way, and then we should have some little habitat out here. No, it should take slightly longer, I guess, to reach that habitat. So of course, in zoos, there's always a lot of nature and long walking paths and stuff. So this area will be filled with some nature. This will trees and park and stuff. And then we can actually make the first habitat out here. And then the road will go towards that, I think. But then when you come here to visit the zoo, it's nice if you can already see a first animal. Like flamingos or something. So I think what we could try... is work with the terrain already. And maybe, I don't know, use the terrain stamp tool. Let's make this a little bit smaller though. Maybe we can make a little moat here that will keep the flamingos in, or just put a small area or a small fence in front of it, also to keep guests from falling in. And then we can make this like, I mean, I think the flamingos need quite a bit of water anyways. Okay, let's just try this. Sometimes some of these tools are I don't know, a bit hard to use, I guess. I think we should smoothen this out at some point. But it will be cool if we can... Alright, let's make it now like 4 meters and do it out here so that it's... There is a little bit of a... I do think the flamingos need quite a bit of water to walk and swim in and also stand in. So that's a start. I'm always making these things too big though, so that's one of my to smooth out. Yeah, let's smooth this out a little bit. I have to keep going a bit so that they can get like these steps in it, I think. I think that would be good. Let's smoothen this out a bit. And then we'll have to see how we can actually make this work. Now, I think we should also smoothen this a bit because, yeah, I don't like those rough parts there. Should also not be perfectly straight, of course. I mean, that's also not how we want it, but having some smoothing there would be nice. Okay. In zoo, bear asks supervisor, place me somewhere else. Can't live anymore in my enclosure. Why? On the right, chimps tell jokes all day long. On the left, giraffe laughs at them all the night. Do you have drinking water fountains? No, we have nothing yet, Kev. All we have is the entrance that we just built. And now we're trying to get going a little bit with a first habitat. Which is already too squarey. I don't like that. I don't like that. So what we should probably do is a little bit of this. Flatten to foundation. Just to get the edges off a bit so that it doesn't look flat anymore. I think they'll be good. Okay, now we should probably put some water in here. See, there we go. So now we have a watery area. Okay, let's take the water out. Do some smoothing here. So it doesn't look too rough. Put the water back in. I think the flamingos can go in here actually. So that should be nice. Let's go to actual barriers. Make a null barrier, of course, so that we can't see the actual barrier. Oh, wow, that is set to very long. Let's do 6 meters for now, I guess. Should probably place it slightly outside here. No, just make it shorter so that we can actually go around the corner here. Of course, I think the flamingos will need some land mass too. Probably already going way too big. Now, we're just going to enclose this and see how that works out. Let's put in a gate somewhere on the back here. So that the guests don't get to it. And then check how big this is. This is 500 square meters with 481 water. Okay, that's pretty sizable. Now, of course, if we want animals, we need some of the zoo structures. Which is something I always hate to have to get so early on, but we have no choice. Why did I do that? I don't want any raised paths at the moment. Oh, I'm pressing multiple buttons at the same time, and that's wrecking it. The length. Let's just go from here to an area far, far away. For now. Well, we'll be putting up some temporary stuff. So facilities, that's where we're going to put up these staff facilities for now, so that at least we can get started. Yeah, let's take the basics. So we need a large staff room. Not a small staff room, we don't have to use that. We need a trade center, of course. Otherwise we can't get animals. I just want all the blank buildings, not all the blueprints. It's blueprints off. See, that's better. Alright, we need a large keeper's hut so that the keepers can do their stuff. Quarantine. Research. Oh, we don't really need a research center, I think. But let's just build it. Staff room we have. Staff room, veterinary surgeon, and a workshop. We'll just get everything for now. It's just so that we can get started with the zoo. Because if we don't get these, we simply can't get started. Which, of course, is an issue. So, yeah, we have to get these in order to be able to order the first animals and stuff. And now we can actually go to animal trading. See if we have... Reset all the filters. Do we have some flamingos? The American flamingo or the greater flamingo? I don't know. Let's just click one so we can get the Zoopedia open. Does not go with other animals, and it needs quite a bit of land and quite a bit of water. If we actually get like 6 of them, we're pretty good. It will be quite spacey for them, but that means that they can reproduce. Grade 1 fencing is good enough. They don't have a deep water requirement, so this will suffice for these animals. So I'm good with that. Probably have to work on the actual enclosure first. And then make sure that we put the road in and stuff so that the people catch. But we only need a 1 meter fence, so that's pretty low. And since these are flamingos, I don't know what type of fencing we're going to use, but we should not be too tough about it, I guess. Maybe we can do something with glass and metal. Can we get some metal poles or something? Let's see. No. Metal. Should be some metal poles or something. Yeah, the European marquee beam. I don't know about that, but apparently it's a small beam. It's not metal, though. We should see. Hello, Mr. Trouble. Good to see you. How are you today? A metal beam, 4 meters. Well, 2 meters should be good enough. Or 1 meter should be good enough, actually. Can we change the color on this thing? Yes. Since it's flamingos, we could go with something like this. I mean... I think that would be nice. Let's just build ourselves a small fence. And then we can start to use that all around the habitat. So let's place one. Now we need some glass. And it also needs to be just 1 meter high. Yeah, this is not see-through glass, so I don't want that. This is actual see-through glass, but I don't know if I want it to be that big. Yeah, this might be better. This might be just slightly bit shorter, so we have more space to work with. Is this the actual most nice glass that we can have? I don't know. Let's check. This all has some sort of decoration in it, so that's not good. So seems to be not too many options for different types of glass that are this short. So this is a pretty good option so far. Let's check a little further if there's anything down here. Ah, one-way glass. That could be interesting, but it's not really necessary. Alright, so this should be a nice fence, actually. So yeah, let's duplicate. And then with this we can go all around the habitat. And this should be high enough, so this should do the trick. Let's just place it and then make sure that we click the actual habitat. No. Let's click the habitat and then... oh, there should be a way to highlight the barrier all the time when you're close to it. I don't know that button anymore. Alright, we're just going to place our own thing then, and then we'll see how that goes. Alright, here we are. Oh, we don't have a lot of options. Oh, there we are. Vertical snap, highlight hidden barriers nearby. Yes. Now see, that's what I wanted. It's interesting though, because I think sometimes some of the settings are not as I left them. Not blaming anyone for that, of course, but it's just what it is. Alright, so here we go with the actual fencing. And by doing it this way, you just do one beam and the glass. If you now click yes, it's set in. And now if you click the duplicate and advanced movement, you can just go like this. We can put it in. And there we have piece number 2. Then we go like this. We press X again so we can rotate it into the direction we want it to go. We just have to do some more movement. And there we go, next piece. And so that way, you can pretty quickly build your own custom fence, which will hold the animals back, so that is no issue. The only thing is we did not put anything over here, so this is now open. Now, I'm okay with that for now. But of course, normally, if you would like to change that, you have to do that right now, because otherwise you have to do that over the whole habitat at some point. Actually, I'm not good with it. I think we should put something over this to function as like something of a railing or something. We can look for rails or whatever. Timber railing. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, we are working with the metal. Maybe there's another metal beam that we can get that is pretty thin that we can put over. That is also that we can make the same color. Let's see. Yeah, we're using that right now. The large beam. Is this the small beam? Ah, okay, good. Let's use the same coloring. Apply. Oh, well, we need the 2-meter one. Yes. Then let's rotate it. Now, when you really want to have perfect rotation, always put on the angle snap. So as you can see right now, it's now perfectly rotated into the world. So that it's perfectly flat. Now basically what we just have to do, make sure this fits over where you want it to go. Something like this. And then let's see. And then you don't see the actual glass top anymore. The only thing is, as you can see already, doesn't still really fill this little hole that we have out there. So might want to make it go all the way like this. And then we still have to figure out something for that hole. Or we can put some props on it, like a little flower potty or whatever. But at least this is a start. So what I now like to do is just get rid of these that we already placed, so that we can do this all over again. But we still have to figure out something to close this little gap, I think. It will be pretty hard to find something that's small, though, that will actually go over there to close that off. And that will actually look nice. So maybe a little pot or something. But then something like that, but then really small. See, this one is pretty big. So, I mean, this could even work, though. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. Something like that. So sometimes you have to get a bit creative in terms of what you think you should put on it. And then in the end, it can work. It all does matter. Like, this is a bit big, so sometimes the size will make it so that you're like, oh, I'm not going to use that. Yeah, that's a bit high. But you just look around to see if there's anything that will fit the idea that you have. But yeah, I do think we really have to put something over that. Apple. Oh, that'll be interesting if we put an apple over that. Maybe the animals can eat them. That will make it fun. And of course, this is a lot of work if you do it like this. You can also just use the fences in the game or go with some quick fences that are already in. Like these are fences, the Arctic fence, you can quickly use. And then you can quickly build a zoo, of course. But, I don't know. This feels like a little bit more fun, though. Just sometimes you wish you know where the actual parts are that you need, that you're going to use. So that you don't have to search for it like I am right now. Now this could be something, putting rope on it, but this all... Well, this could actually work. And not big enough actually to go like this, but this... Alright, so what if we do it something like this? It'll be like it's tied off with rope. At least we won't see it, so that's something. Yeah, let's go with this. And now we copy this again, and now we just continue with this. And now, it will just look like this. Alright, I'm actually happy that we took the time to do this now. Now, corners are always tough, like this, when you have an angle. So, we'll have to make it work. They're always a little bit tough, as you can see right here, to make it actually look really nice. But I guess this is okay. And of course, you can work with that with the fencing. So right now, I'm going to do one more straight or make a little bit of a curve. And we'll just change the actual habitat later on. So the habitat walls will go away. We'll just use what we have now and then put that up as the actual habitat wall. Oh man, I'm totally forgetting chat. Holidays, that would be nice. Happy Monday. Oh wow. Not to the end of October, which is Labor Day weekend. Oh, so you have to work that long? Wow, got a few days sick up my sleeve for the old cheeky days off. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. There we go. Actually thinking that we could make the habitat a bit smaller, but at this point we're not really working towards that. It's only getting bigger. But I think we can save some space on the other side, because this one was pretty long already. There we go. Let's make sure we put in all the fences. Let's start rotating it outwards slightly already, because we will soon go a little bit more outwards. So we'll do it like this. And I think it's good to have some space for the animals that they can also walk there if they really want to around the water, so that the guests can get even more close to them. And then from out here we'll get close to the actual water. Alright, let's already do a little bit of turning here. There we go. So how does it feel to be back streaming quite a bit, Trouble? I mean, 7 Days to Die streams you're doing with Body Shot are fun. And the stream you did on your own was also interesting to watch. So it's nice to have you back. Okay, now this should be the last one, and then we should probably make a sharp turn now, but you can already see it's not coming completely off, so there'll be some walking space left here. It's okay though. Let's put this one a little bit more like that, but make sure that the glass, like if we do it like this, the glass comes out. That's not what we want to see. We kind of want to rotate it slightly more outward. There we go. Didn't realize it was the Tour de France. Ah, yes, it started. First 2 stages done already, so yeah, it was enjoyable to watch, at least for me. Okay, so this is not going right. So we'll have to reposition this one. Because it's already sticking out of the ground, as you can see with the glass. And that's not what we want. Let's not raise and lower it. That's better to not do. Yeah, let's go like this. Now we have to select it all again. And do the copying again. There we go. Of course, this is a bit of a tedious job, but I do like the whole idea of your own custom fencing, so that you know that nobody else actually has this. I mean, that's nice. And I think it's very nice if you come into... When people walk in here, they go towards the entrance, and to enter the zoo, they can already see, hopefully, some of the flamingos, so that they have an idea that, oh yeah, we're going to the zoo, and you're walking there with your kids, and then you can already spot the first animal even before you pay for your ticket. So I think that's a pretty nice teaser to have. You are lost in tropical jungle, you should cry help very loud. Leopards or jaguars who will arrive on your call will show you where to run to. I'll be heading off to see about food and get some things done. Many thanks for the stream. See you all soon. Alright, thanks for being here, Cat. Much appreciated. Hope you have a nice dinner. Probably with some spots, but enjoy them. And looking forward to seeing you stream again. Sorry I missed the last one, but I will definitely try to be there for your next stream. So keep us posted on when that is. So we can make the habitat a bit smaller and just work with the roads and stuff. So that's actually what I'm going to do. We're going to make this one a bit smaller. It's nice to not have completely perfectly straight fencing though. So we're going to make a few curves here and there. Just because it's nice to not have perfectly straight fences. At least that's how I see it. There we go. And of course, let me know in the chat, actually, if you are enjoying a stream like this, which is more of a... slow build, taking our time, just having fun, or whether you would like to see some more speedy stuff and such. I know I really enjoy this, and this is probably what we'll be doing for a while, but let me hear your ideas on this. It's I really like to be able to do stuff like this. I think what I'm going to do now is actually move this one over here. Start from this angle now, so that we can work out that it actually will fit completely in. No, I should not raise it up and down. I should just keep it low. Slightly lower. Come on. Yes, there we go. Let's rotate this and then move it into position here. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this, so I will be doing this. But if you have any other ideas or new ideas or whatever, always feel free to let me know, of course. Alright, let's now see if we work towards that part, how that will look. Yeah, it's been fun. Good to be back. Need to find a new game or two, though. Well, it's Steam summer sale, and there's actually some good games on sale, so could be the moment to get some new games, maybe. I mean, just a thought. I don't know what you're actually looking for, of course, and stuff. So that'll be up to you. But I think that could be a nice moment to try and find a new game if you really want to find a new game. I think this is actually pretty much going to fit. Look at that. Just have to make sure we rotate it correctly and then do one of the just one of the poles here. So let's get this in. Yep, let's just copy this one. There we go. This is actually a fit. I like it. Alright, so there we are. This is now the flamingo fence, which should work. We should see. If we wanted to watch some Eroguro, we wouldn't be here. I know, but that I can still use any opinions and stuff. There's nothing wrong with sharing your thoughts on this and such. Alright, let's just see if we can quickly move some of the fencing, because we should be able to. Can I actually move? Oh yeah, but then we move the whole entrance, but that's okay. No, we don't need to move the entrance. Let's keep the entrance where it is. Yeah. Alright. Let's just take really small steps here. And then we can move them on later. The smaller steps we take, the better it usually is, because then you have more flexibility. Let's get rid of some of these. Let's continue here. Work time for us. Ah, well, you have a good one at work. Hope you enjoy and have a good one. And then we'd love to see you soon again, either in one of your streams or in mine, of course. But always welcome. But yeah, you have a good one. Give our best to Body Shot as well. Let's make sure that at least all the fencing is outside of the actual fence that we created. Because if it isn't, and animals get in... Like, if animals get in this little area, the game will start to go crazy telling us that animals have escaped. So, you better make sure that the actual null barrier is outside of the area. So that that won't happen. And it will all count towards the actual... area of the zoo, of the habitat. So even if you place it out, the animals won't go out because there's a fence blocking them. And they will get the size of the habitat that they need. So let's move this all out. Move this one in the corner here. That should do. Here we have some space left, so we should do this. Yep, there we go. Do flamingos not fly? I think in the wild they will totally fly. But in most zoos that I have been to, you actually see them in habitats without roofs and stuff. So, I don't know. I think they will stay pretty much where they are if you feed them properly and such. But, like in the zoo where we live, there's no roofing on them or no net over it. They're just there, and you can even get very close in. So, but I don't know. Maybe or maybe they just what they do with birds sometimes, like they clip the wings a little bit so that they can only make sort of jumps and not fly or anything. I don't know. It's fine though. I mean, it's a game. It's a zoo game, so we should have fun. All right, this is ready now. We see, well, it's nice. 500 square meters of land, 500 square meters of water. This should be okay. They not clip their flying feathers. I guess it depends a bit on whether they grow back or not. I know that with some animals that you can keep in your house as pets, that they can actually clip their flying feathers, but then in like a few months, they'll be back so that they can fly again. I think they have to actually pull them out or something like that if you really want them disappeared. But I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff, so don't ask me. Let's work on the terrain first by getting short grass in here. So that nothing will bother us that way. I think that will be better so that we don't have any issues with pathing. Okay, and now we should find a way to make some paths. I wonder why we're not able to build a path here, though. I mean, it says we're not able to build a path there. Maybe we have to do some surface flattening or something. I don't know. Now, of course, with the flattening, you always get the auto paint. Use the selected. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one that we have selected, so that's good. Maybe this helps with some pathing. Let's see. Path. And well, we can build a path relatively close now. Not perfectly close, but relatively close. So let's do some of this in here. This might actually make it possible now to build a path close. See, not possible yet. Maybe not too close to the fence. Maybe that's why it's giving me an issue. Terrain modification failed. Well, I don't want it to modify the terrain, so... Oh, maybe that's it. Now that we turned off the terrain modification, it's better. Okay. Should make this short, though, because we want to have short areas like this. Now, they should be able to walk around the animals for a bit. Not completely, though, but somewhat. Like this, I guess. This is kind of where we started off already, though. So you come in, and then you go this way, and then we can make some nature here. And then here you can watch the flamingos. If we do it like this, they can even walk further a bit. And then if we make the road go this way here, we can maybe do another animal out there as well, that they can then watch from out here, but we'll have to see. Okay, so this is now a habitat for the flamingos. I guess if we actually want flamingos, we do need some personnel, though. So let's get a caretaker. Get a few keepers. I mean, they're real keepers, so let's keep those. We get a mechanic. Don't think we need all of those, but it's just fun to have them. Let's get a veterinarian. There you go. And now we should have the people available to us that can actually get us what we want. Let's adopt a few flamingos, put them in the habitat, and then see what happens. 2 males, 2 females. I think that should all go well. Sent to the zoo. Sent them in there. Alright, let's unpause. So now they should be getting the animals, and when they're in, we can see what their needs are, and we can adjust accordingly and make this a nice habitat for them. How you managed to do everything wrong? Hi, sir. It's good to see you. How are you today? I hope all is well. I know I'm trying my best to do everything wrong, and apparently I'm doing a great job at that, so that's working out well. I wonder if Agudo is still here. Are you enjoying it, Agudo? Am I getting you back into actually playing and enjoying this game, or are you already done with it? Facility is without power. Oh yeah, we need to take care of that. It's one of the things I like the least about this game, having to provide power and water and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's not really my fun thing. But there we go, we have some power now for these machines. For these buildings, so that should work. And then we should soon see the first flamingos arrive, and we can work on the actual environment. Flamingos can fly, and they are often seen flying in the wild. However, in zoos, flamingos are often prevented from flying due to their wings being clipped. Ah, see, that's why. It's sad, though, that they do that, but... I don't know, I guess it's also kind of sad to see animals that are caged in, so... Let's go to their terrain. What do they like? They like short grass. Oh no, not that much. They like a lot of soil, so we need to give them some soil. Okay. Well, I guess soil will be good around the water areas too anyway, so let's get going with that. Yeah, there we go. So a big part of what I'm trying to do with these streams is to show everything that we do. So most of what we're going to do will be on stream. So I'm not going to do off stream decorating and stuff. We'll just be doing that on stream as well. So don't expect me to do a lot of work off stream. That's not supposed to happen. Because I think it's the most fun if we can do everything on stream. It will make for not too much progress on some streams, of course, because when we do a lot of planting and stuff, we can't do too much, but we'll see. We can get some rocks too. Okay, that could be fun. Maybe we can do a little bit more of a rocky area here and also place a few rocks then. I mean, they do enjoy rocks, apparently, and we still have too much grass. Oh, that's sand. I needed soil. Sand. All right, there we go. All right, everything is in the green now. Oh, they can also use some sand. Nice. So they really don't want that much grass, apparently. Let's put in some sand. Maybe they can take a little sand bath. So the habitat's good. They need enrichment and all that kind of stuff. They also want. I also want to give them some plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you click these, the menu will automatically select those as the filters. So now we have filtered all the plants and stuff that are actually in it for it. So I think that's really cool. Oh, wow, these are pretty big. Oh, there's the Amazon water lily. That's a bit too big. That's not what I want in here. But yeah, that's a quick way to get all the right biomes and plants selected and that we can then use for this. Ooh, this could be cool. Is it actually set to align to the surface? Yes. And I want that for the beginning. So right now it is actually aligned to the surface. And now I want that off. So that if we place it here right now and I just lower it, see, then it will just stay like this. Because the surface goes down a bit here, so it's on an angle. And then the tree will be on an angle too. And I don't want that. I just want this tree to be like right like this, being a dead tree in the water. So I don't know. Can they go into stuff like that? Can they stand on it? Let's go to habitat and then do species. Did we do... I think we did the American flamingo. Then it will select all stuff that we can use for them. So a forage pool. That's a bit big. We don't have a lot of landmass, so... probably take that into account. A water pipe. A mirror mobile. Okay. Well, they enjoy that. Why not? A herb scent marker. That's always good for enrichment. Probably should place some of that. Curio bowl. That's something that I don't like. A food bowl. Yeah, let's get... oh, wow. This is the... oh, that's the large one. This is the small. I was going to go with small. I think we need to place these a little bit close to where people can actually see them. So that they can eat right there where people can see them and enjoy them. I don't think these birds need a specific sleeping spot. Let's just give them one small water bowl. But I think they should be able to drink from the water there, so that should not be too much of a problem. There. Okay, so that's in. So we don't need too much enrichment stuff. We can just focus on planting and such now. Should be nice. Because for a capybara to fly, you'll need some very powerful ballistas or trebuchets. Oh dear. I'm waiting for the 3.5-inch floppies. I sent my postal order 30 days ago. Wow, what do you need those for then? Kind of feels like we should get some stuff around the water to decorate this up a bit. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this. It does look interesting. Maybe get a few... Okay. Rotation aligned to the water. Rotate objects to align to rotation of the object being positioned. Snap. Position. Snap. Snap placement position to existing scenery and building. Yeah. I don't want that because see... Oh, it still goes up. I don't really want it to go up all the time. But okay. No. Yeah, with Z, we can just rotate it in different directions. Yeah. Needs to be down on the ground level. Then I press X. Then I try to put it in here, so it gives a bit more density to how this looks. And it doesn't look like these are now 3 separate ones with the 1 extra there. So we have some bushes. That's a start. That's a start. If you have anything you wanted to see in this little habitat, please let me know. We'll see what we can do with that. Buffalo grass. I don't know. This is some green grass, but this is all barren land, so this should probably not be in there. Ooh, a little mangrove tree. I don't know, do flamingos actually live in mangrove forests? I don't think so. Would be cool, though, to build one mangrove tree in the water here. You do that on the back a little bit, see, like that, so... When you're here, you stand here as a guest, you can see some stuff there. Yeah, that's okay. This seems like a bit of overdoing it with the grass. Common reeds, okay. Well, that could be acting as a barrier to the habitat next door. So right now, we don't have a habitat on the other side yet. But there will be something, and I guess, especially here with all the water, getting some reed here might actually be pretty cool. Could just do some thick branches, though. Although this is pretty thick. But I guess that is pretty accurate around the water side, that you get... you get some pretty thick stuff around here. Getting out of the habitat slightly, but that's not a big problem. I mean, there would be a lot of reed growing here if you have some nice soil and stuff, so... Let's just lower this a bit so you can actually see that it's growing here like this. Big patch of reed. Completely gives a different feel to this area. I like it. That's good. Now, that would be nice if we could get some water lilies in the water. Yeah. Not too big patches, but just some. Shouldn't be too much, but there we go. Get a small one out there and yep, there we are. Flowers, oh yeah. Ooh, that's where the rocks are coming in. We should need, I want some different rocks though, but elephant ear, yeah. probably also get some trees in. Not really sure what an actual flamingo habitat would look like in terms of the trees and stuff. I mean, here you see a lot of reed, we see some grass, so apparently they have that. It's not endangered, it lives in specific coast environments, would have been reduced road building, yeah. Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about them going extinct, so that's good. Going into lurk mode, my missus had beef with who we think vandalized her car. I need to amp the audio. Okay, okay. Well, you take care. Thanks for popping in. It is much appreciated. And we hope to see you soon again, of course. Should probably get some grasses in. Although these are pretty high. I should probably lower them a bit. There we go. It's always a bit weird if you put in grasses because they're always so high. And then it kind of sticks out from the rest. So you can do it, but then you probably have to do it a bit like this so that they really only come over and come out slightly, not too much, so that you can actually make this look like something of a grassy area. I mean, I'm still not a fan, but I've already told this a couple of times. I'm still not a fan of the actual grass in this game. It doesn't really add up to be grass somehow. So then you better make your own grass like we are right now. Okay, so here we have something of a grassy area. There's some grass growing. They can walk through it. I think that's better. I mean, this doesn't look like grass. It's 2D. Well, everything else is 3D. I think we still need... Ooh, that's a cool flower. We do need a rock in here, or a few rocks. Some little... Yeah, some of the more tropical looking rocks, but then some very small rocks in this rocky... Oh, wow. Yeah, we don't have a lot of small rocks. But since this is a somewhat rocky area, I think the only way to make this look like a rocky area is to put in some actual rocks, so... Ooh, that's big. But now this actually looks like a rocky area, I think. So that's... I like that. I like that. Let's go back to the plants. Because around some of these rocks there should be a little bit of grass growing, I think. Not too much, just little bits around it. There we go. Okay, so we have some nature and stuff. Still feel like this area is missing some shrubbery. That make it better? Slightly. Okay, let's unpause for a second. Let's see if they run, how the animals will do, how they look in their habitat. Oh, look at that. This one is enthusiastic about the water, apparently. Oh, he's actually going to swim. Nice, he's happy. Not so happy about the enrichment, so he wants some more enrichment, but this all looks good. coverage is okay. I mean, we've turned that off, so they can't be too complainant about it. But, well, he ran into the water and seems to be happy with it, so that's good. Just have to work on enrichments in the habitat then. We got the herb scent, but we only put in one. And we have the mirror. Not a fan of disco balls, but I guess they really want one. Maybe we can hide a herb scent marker in here. So that it is in there. It is actually in the habitat. Most people can't see it. That's probably a good way to hide it then. There we are. Does this help for the enrichment? Not much food enrichment. I don't think we have that. Oh, well, I'll probably have to put in the forage pool then. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, we'll leave it as it is. There's more flamingos inbound. Let's see if they run towards the water too. Well, these are practicing their synchronizing. Oh, not anymore. So there they go. I like the fact they actually make noises and stuff. Avian influenza. Oops, so that's not good. So that one's pretty sick. Enrichment. Food enrichment. I don't know. I don't think we have any research to do. I thought that was off, but... yeah, see, we have... Oh, yeah, you have everything researched, so... Food level 2 unlocked, but they don't really have any food enrichments, I guess. We can, however, give them the best food possible. You can do that in the menu here. Great. It's the most expensive one, so that they have the best food possible. We have our first habitat in. The animals are in. It looks okay. I think we can see that the flamingos are happy swimming around. Kind of feel like there's something missing in this area, but we'll have to see about that. Also have to do all the decorations around the outside of the fence. We have to do all of this, but we have our first thing in. I think that's a nice start. And now when you come into the zoo, guests will come in from the building here. They will go towards the ticket sales, and they can already walk past the flamingos here. I mean, you can already see an animal if you get to the zoo. That's so nice. That's so nice. Have to really close this off with some dense bushes and trees though, so that you actually have to feel that you have to get into the zoo before you can really see everything. Screens are working, we have the nice posters and stuff. So the entrance area is working, this is working. Alright. Makes it easier when you have... Yeah, that's true, that's true. It makes it easier when you don't have to make a ton of money, of course. But that's the whole point of this zoo, not being worried about money, just building a nice zoo. And I think we're off to an okay start, so it's something. There has been 2.5 hours of work, though, so this is where we're going to leave this one off for now. So I am going to say to all of you, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to press the like button if you enjoy this. And next Sunday, we will be continuing. I'll be thinking in the meantime about how to fix this roof, because I don't like the way it looks right now. I do want a different roof. Something with round stuff and things on it, and maybe going up and down a bit. We're going to think about how to make this middle area look interestingly enough to actually get into the zoo and stuff. We'll be doing some of the decorations around this, and we will be trying to make another habitat, of course. Lots and lots of work to do, but for me the end goal is to do a long stream of a series of streams with this, where we can basically build up a zoo that would even be fun to, in the end, make a little video about when we just tour the zoo and have fun in the zoo that we created. So thank you for your input. Thanks for being here. I would love to see you all somewhere this week in another stream. Of course, on Tuesday, the new Manor series will start with the premiere of episode 1. And we will be continuing Ostriv and Settlements Rising. So there'll be more city building during the week. And this will be, for now on, for a long time, the Sunday streams. So thanks a lot. Have a great week. Stay happy, stay healthy. And then I would love to see you all on Wednesday on another stream. That's out for now. Thanks a lot, and bye-bye.